Hey guys, it's me, and today we are doing the third episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This one is called Power Broker, and because we always have to get this out the door as quickly as possible, without further ado, let's get to more Marvel, shall we?
I'm gonna watch with you just like I always do. With all the magic here, we're keeping busy. This show will bring you joy, cause I'm a massive fanboy. There's just so much to see when Mr. does Disney.
Sir, my name is John Walker.
Hey, stop!
You're harboring a dangerous criminal named Carly Morgenthau. Do you know her?
Du kannst nicht hier reinkommen und mein Geschäft kaputt machen.
Lemar, need a translator. Ask him if he knows Carly Morgenthau and the Flag Smashers.
Du hast den Namen
Flag
gesagt.
Smashers.
Wo sind sie?
That's right.
Ich habe keine Ahnung, wovon du sprichst. Says it doesn't know.
Bullshit. It's bullshit. We know she came through here. Now where'd she go?
No.
Do you know who I am?
Yes, I do, and I don't care.
So we bet on someone who's got a better hand.
I gotta be honest, while I don't like that there's a new Cap, I don't hate his outfit.
All right.
Great idea. Let's just send the Winter Soldier in to become indeed the Winter Soldier. Seems sensible.
At least you were not conscious for most of your imprisonment.
That time wasn't exactly a picnic.
It was never personal. You were simply a means to a necessary end.
Someone recreated the super soldier serum. I need to find out who.
You are assuming Hydra has something to do with this. Which is why you came to me. Which means you are desperate. Luckily for you, I know where to begin.
Zemo's gonna mess with our minds, especially yours. No offense.
Yep.
What's the book you're reading?
Machiavelli.
I like the way that they're cutting back and forth with this. This is really interesting.
The weakest point in any system isn't the software, the hardware. It's the meatware, the human element.
The meatware.
And if two prisoners start fighting, then the protocol says 4 guards have to respond.
So why would 2 prisoners randomly start fighting at that moment?
Who knows?
He will kill you tonight. Kill him first. That's a solid reason. And I'm guessing they both saw the same thing. Zemo is the master manipulator. It's kind of a DC villain in some regards.
I don't like how casual you're being about this. It's unnatural. Where are we, man?
Hey,
what are you doing here?
I didn't want to tell you because I knew you wouldn't let this happen, okay?
What did you do?
We need
What did you do
You're
indeed?
going back to prison.
If I may.
No!
So you're probably wondering, why are we interrupting it in the middle of this? It's because in the past I keep running into problems where this gets blocked so quickly and I want to get it out. So I hope you guys are patient with me as I make my way through this piece by piece. For starters, I love how as we go through this series, we keep getting more mystery revealed from Bucky's end of things. And I love that they have resorted to working with Zemo, not only letting him loose, and he broke himself loose, but like, it's incredible. I mean, with help, of course, but I don't know. This was pretty amazing so far. What a strong start. I have a feeling that Zemo really isn't going to be the villain of this. It seemed like the trailers are making it out to be like he was the villain, but I don't know if he's going to be. I think he might turn on them. I think he might be unreliable, but I don't think he's the main villain of this. I think that our main villain is still the Flag Smasher. God, I should know this by now. So again, not a huge Captain Marvel fan originally until the movies came out, but anyway, yes. I think this is really exciting. I can't wait to see what happens in the rest of this episode, so let's get to it already. Yeah! What the heck? He just hops right into a new life, just like that.
The fridge is out, but I will see if there is some good food in the galley.
That's чуже дувка зверства. Дайте вон.
It's good to have you back, sir.
Who is Nakajima?
You touch that again, I'll kill you.
I'm sorry. I understand that list of names.
I told him about Trouble Man. He wrote it in that book. Did you hear it? What'd you think?
Love the
like
references.
music,
They don't
so-
miss a
You
beat.
didn't like it?
I liked it.
It is a masterpiece, James. Complete. comprehensive. It captures the African American experience.
He's out of line, but he's right. It's great. Everybody loves Marvin Gaye.
I like Marvin Gaye.
Steve adored Marvin Gaye.
You must have really looked up to Steve, but I realized something.
He's out of line, but he...
James, you will have to become someone you claim is gone.
Ooh, okay. Cool, so now we're gonna get into her sentimental side, and I love that they had the hand with the globe thing.
I'm sorry.
She has such an iconic look.
If we have to do something about this, I'm the only one who looks like a pimp.
Only an American would assume a fashion-forward black man looks like a pimp.
Okay.
Wasn't expecting you, smiling tiger.
His plans changed. We have business to do with Selby.
She's there.
Favorite.
This is just hilarious.
He's coming.
I just drink it. You're gonna botch this up, buddy. Oh boy, you're gonna botch this up hard.
Got word from on high.
First off, I love how they're playing villains, and I love how bad Sam is at it. It's always also really interesting how Zemo has asked Bucky to go back into a form that he truly hates of himself, but he's willing to do it, and he's really good at it. And lastly, I'm gonna have to look up who this power broker is in the comics. I have an encyclopedia on this, but I really don't know Captain America stories. I don't know anything associated with Captain America and all of this stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna have to read them so I can, finally actually catch up. I am not an expert on this, but I'm eager to find out and to learn more. So anyway, let's keep going.
Stay in character or the whole bar turns on us.
Selby will see you now.
Thank you.
People don't just come into my bar and make demands.
Not a demand, an offer.
A lot has changed since you were here last. By the way, I thought you were rotting away in a German prison.
People like us always find a way, don't we?
You're taller than I'd heard. Smiling tiger. What's the offer?
Tell us what you know about the super soldier serum, and I give you him.
The super soldier serum is here in Madripoor. Dr. Wilfred Nagel is the man you want to thank, or condemn, depending on what side of this you're on. The power broker had him working on the serum, but things didn't go as planned.
Is Nagel still in Madripoor?
The breadcrumbs you can have for free.
Mhm.
What the bakery's going to cost you, Baron?
Oh, Sam.
On speaker.
We need to talk about this situation. It's been driving me nuts.
What situation exactly are you talking about?
The damn boat. And watch your tone, okay?
I'll let you slide at the bank.
Sam, I'm sorry. Let me call you back.
Sam. Kill them!
Ooh, that was so bad. The whole city's probably after him now. Yeah, this is really, really, really not good. Sam, why didn't you turn your phone off, dude? Yep, that's her. Sharon Carter.
To have a guardian angel.
Well, this is too perfect. Drop it, Zemo.
Sharon?
You cost me everything. Unlike you, I didn't have the Avengers to back me up, so I'm off the grid in Madripoor.
Hey, don't blow that smoke at me. I was on a run, too.
Is, big difference. I have a place in Hightown. You should be safe there for a while.
You don't ever want to come back home?
They'll lock me up if I step foot
Aunt
back in the
like
States.
niece.
Madripoor doesn't allow extradition. Before you were his pet psychopath, you were Mr. America, Cap's best friend.
She's kind of awful now.
Carly Morgenthau and at least 7 others have taken the serum.
You guys really should steer clear of all of this.
You help us out, and I'll get your name cleared. Hey, Sharon, you sure this is the right one?
It's completely empty.
Positive it has to be.
Sharon wouldn't betray them, would she? That would be messed up. I would not like that. Okay, that's good. All right, so Sharon Carter is officially back, and she is snarky as ever. They haven't gotten a whole, like, huge distance. You know, now we've got a whole team here. It's not just Bucky and Sam. We've got Bucky, Sam, Zemo, and Sharon. There was truly a moment there where I actually thought that she would betray them, but I thought, that can't be. That would be so messed up. I think Marvel fans would be furious if Sharon Carter turned out to be bad. That's just not acceptable. Marvel, the cinematic universe, changes things all the time from the comics. That would not be a good change. That would be like the reveal of the villain in Iron Man 3 kind of a change. It wouldn't go over well. So I'm glad so far she's on the right side of things. I think it is so unfortunate that Sam had to have his cell phone on. I mean, like, you're going into this mission. Why would you make that kind of, like, amateur mistake? It just doesn't make sense, especially when we're supposed to respect Sam and, like, you know, he keeps making wise choices and he makes this really poor choice. And it wasn't even funny. It was just tragic. But anyway, let's get back to it, shall we?
Dr. Nagel?
Who are you? What do you want?
We know you created the super soldier serum.
Get out of my lab.
Hey.
You mean the new one?
You know who he is, right?
He created the new one. It's wild. I love that they are hidden within all of this. This is so cool. She's taking care of all of them. Nice. Nice! Oh, she's amazing.
Every bounty hunter in the city is here. We gotta go.
I was brought into Hydra's Winter Soldier program to pick up their work after the 5 failed
all the
test
work
subjects in Siberia. When Hydra fell, I was recruited by the CIA. They had blood samples from an American test subject with semi-stable traces of serum in his system. I was able to isolate the necessary compounds in his blood.
Dude.
I was a god. The power broker was more than happy to fund the recreation of my work.
How many vials did you make?
20. Carly Morgenthau stole those, so...
Where's Carly now?
I don't know where she is, but a couple of days ago she called and asked if I could help someone named Donya Madani.
This is a Disney show, guys. This is a Disney show.
Guys, we're seriously out of time here.
No!
Ooh. Darn it, Zemo. And he knew there was a gun there. Don't know how they survived that, but alright.
Alright, wait for my signal!
You like living here?
So terrible!
And there's Zemo. So he's not exactly on their side, but I don't think he's on the side of the bad guys either. But he's not exactly a good guy. Dude, ooh, that would hurt. That would hurt real bad.
Supercharged. He's right.
I'm so confused what side he's on.
Come on.
Fine. But if you try that shit again, come back to the States with us.
I told you I can't. Just get me that part and you promised me.
You're not gonna move your seat up, are you?
No.
References to that movie.
I always thought I'd be a teacher, like Mama Donya. Maybe like history or art or something.
Professor Carly Morgenthau. Bit of a tough profession in Madrid.
So there's no like definitive villain here.
But then when everybody returned, and we're going to use all of our strength to give it to the kids in those camps.
I love how so far in this show, it's really making me question who's the good guy and who's the bad guy. This series has like 4 sides. We've got the Bucky and Falcon side, who are almost split in half with Sharon. You've got Zemo, who kind of follows his own rules. You got the flag smashers. hope I got that right. I know that I think there's a character called Flag Smasher in the comics. And I think his name is Carl. And we've got Carly here. And then you've got the government and the new Captain America. So there's like all these different like sides to this. And I love that because we don't know who's really the villain. And then you've also got the power broker who could be sort of a fifth part in all of this. Anyway, let's keep watching. Here we go.
You don't think they had anything to do with them getting out, do you?
Thank you.
Yeah, they're going to totally...
You seriously think Sam and Bucky would have broken a guy like Zemo out of prison?
That's exactly what I think they did. They were just as desperate for leads as we were.
Come on, man.
Maybe I shouldn't have put it in a museum. Maybe I should have destroyed it.
Oof.
Look, that shield represents a lot of things to a lot of people, including me.
There's some pride there for sure.
Upside down, we need a new cap, and it ain't gonna be Walker, so before you go and destroy it, I'm gonna take it from him myself.
Interesting direction they're taking this. I'd be afraid to eat food from Zemo.
They found Madani. Dead.
I have a place we can go.
Filthy flag smashers.
You've had 6 months' worth of supplies just sat there in that building. Don't you understand? We're fighting for our lives.
It's so interesting how complicated everyone's motives are here.
Now.
Reasons. Oh. Maybe get out of the car.
This is the only language these people understand.
Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna go on a walk.
You good?
Yeah. See you guys in a bit. You dropped something.
Who dis? Who dis?
I was wondering when you were gonna show up.
Really strong episode. Definitely the most action-packed story, moved along quickly. So much happened in this episode. They released Zemo, or they helped release Zemo, and he released himself. We had, you know, more discussion about the shield and how Sam wishes he had destroyed it, and how Bucky wants to claim it, which is kind of interesting because in the comics, Bucky originally does take the shield and becomes like a new Cap. But then Sam later on becomes the new Cap. And so the movie kind of made it a little bit like they bypassed a step and they went straight there. And now we're kind of getting the feeling like we're sort of getting a little bit of both here. And I think that's part of the reason this series exists. And then we have, of course, Sharon Carter showing up, and she's dealt with a whole bunch of crap because of the shield and all of this stuff, and bloodshed and loss and like hardship. And it's just, it's funny, all the things that have come from the super soldier serums and Cap shield and all of this stuff. And then on top of this, we got the Flag Smashers who have a moral code, except the Flag Smasher herself, Carly, is just, you know, doesn't care what it takes, even if it means killing, you know, whoever needs to die, she'll kill, innocent or not. So, yeah, we've got plenty of sides in this, including the power broker, whom I'm not really sure we've met officially yet, and if we did, I totally missed it. But all of this is going down, and oh my gosh, there's so much going on here. Unless that woman was, no, that woman wasn't the power broker. I don't think so. Either way, so many sides, so much intrigue, and so many things going on. I love that they're making it work with Zemo, and Zemo is actually genuinely, at least kind of on their side. I mean, he turned, and he does have his own ulterior motive, which would make sense. But in the end, you know, he's at least for now working with them, genuinely working with them, feeding them the scraps, but he's working with them. Whew, that was a great episode. This show, I believe, is half over now. Can't wait to see what happens. So this was our midpoint, and that ending was so incredible. Yes! Black Panther is in the mix here. That is so awesome that we're bringing some Wakandan vibes to this series. It makes sense. It makes sense, what with the White Wolf of the Winter Soldier and everything. And I can't wait to see what doors it opens up for the MCU. I hope you guys liked this episode of Dude Does Disney Marvel with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is the first time I've done it in this format, and I hope that you didn't mind watching it this way. I gave a lot of my commentary throughout the episode, and I'm hoping that this will break the algorithm, or at least I should say, fool the algorithm into not blocking me right away. We'll see what happens. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time when this dude does it again. Hey guys, it's Kyle from Fan Theory Network. If you've enjoyed that, please like, subscribe, and click that bell to stay notified. You may not have heard, but we have an incredible merch store that you can check out by clicking the merch store link in the description below. And don't forget to check out our Patreon by clicking that little P button to my right. You're right.